Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters, who were selfish, mean, and treated her like a servant. Her days were filled with endless chores, scrubbing floors, cooking meals, washing laundry, and at night, she slept by the fire to keep warm. They had cruelly nicknamed her Cinderella because she was always covered in ashes and dust. Life was hard, but Cinderella was always gentle. She spoke kindly to people and helped everyone she could. One day, a royal messenger rode into the village with a golden trumpet. He shouted, "By the king's command, a ball will be held tonight in the royal palace. All young ladies are invited. The prince will choose his bride." Cinderella's stepsisters were so excited. They wanted to be chosen by the prince. Cinderella helped them dress, combing their hair, sewing their gowns, and polishing their shoes. "Stepmother, may I go too?" Cinderella asked politely. "You, go to the ball. You have no dress, no shoes, and you're covered in ashes. Stay here and finish your chores," her stepmother yelled. Cinderella sat alone by the fireplace and began to cry. Suddenly, a warm golden light appeared, and a fairy godmother stepped forward with a smile. The fairy godmother tapped her wand, and Cinderella's rags became a shining gown fit for a princess. "Enjoy the ball, my dear, but remember, at midnight, the magic will vanish," said the fairy godmother. When she arrived, everyone turned to look as Cinderella walked in. Her gown shimmered like starlight, and even her stepsisters didn't recognize her. The prince noticed her right away. He bowed and asked, "May I have this dance?" Hour after hour, they laughed, but suddenly the clock struck 12. She immediately remembered the fairy godmother's warning. She ran from the palace as fast as she could. In her hurry, one shoe slipped from her foot and was left behind on the stairs. The prince went from house to house with the golden shoe. At Cinderella's home, her stepsisters tried hard to squeeze their feet into the tiny shoe, but it was impossible. When Cinderella tried, the shoe fit perfectly, and the prince knew she was the one. The prince brought Cinderella to the palace, and soon they were married. She forgave her stepmother and stepsisters, and they all lived happily ever after. That's the end of today's story. I hope you had fun. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more fairy tales.